video on sneaker violence. Each year, an estimated 12,000 people are killed in the United States due to gun violence. An estimated 1,200 people are killed each year over sneakers, according to GQ magazine. Sneaker violence has been around for a while, but unfortunately, it is common now more than ever before. Internet headlines are filled each week with stories of young men being robbed, beat, and sometimes murdered over shoes. Today, sneakers are more expensive and sought after than ever before. Celebrities hype up sneaker lines, and that makes the general public want it, and some people will do anything to get it if they don't get the shoes right away. They are willing to break the fifth and seventh commandment by killing someone and stealing their shoes. This happens too often, and something needs to be done about it. Some people might think these fatal incidents seem like freak occurrences, but sneaker motivated deaths can amount over time. I am outraged by the fact that these types of crimes have happened for a very long time, and nothing has changed about it. It is an injustice to fans of sneakers that they have to worry about getting robbed or killed just because of the shoes that they wear. The producers of these sneakers are making sneaker releases too limited and too expensive.
They are not the only ones at fault, though. No one forces people to buy these shoes. Today, people are too focused on materialistic things like these shoes and are sadly willing to take someone's life for them. Obviously, the Catholic Church would be heavily disappointed that things like this happen, but I don't see it changing anytime soon. God intended for us to find happiness by helping others and living a moral life. This sinful act is something that has no excuse. People are too connected to these shoes and willingly violate commandments to get them. The virtues of justice and temperance are needed here, with justice needing to be served to the families of the victims of these crimes. Nike and Jordan brands need to do something about this. Temperance is needed by the consumers because they need to realize that in the end, they are only shoes and have no value when compared to the value of a human being. Sneaker companies either need to make shoes a little bit cheaper or they need to make more of them so they are not as limited and people don't need to kill another person to get a pair that they didn't have a chance to get. I'm now going to read a poll that was taken from sneakerbardetroit.com, and it reads, do you think sneaker violence will ever stop? Cast your vote below and leave your thoughts in the comments section. There were a total of 370 votes, and of the 370 votes, 321 people voted that sneaker violence will not stop unless the releases stop being so limited. And now I'm going to go through some examples of sneaker violence. In December 2012 in New Jersey, Joshua Woods purchased a pair of Air Jordan Playoff 11s at Willowbrook Mall in Wayne, New Jersey. And after purchasing the sneakers, he was followed home by 3 strangers who shot and killed him for the shoes. October 2013 in Georgia, a sneaker trade had been arranged through Craigslist, and 18-year-old Joshua Lofton had met up with 26-year-old Marcus Allen Lloyd to buy a pair of Air Jordans for $250. Allegedly, Lofton pulled out a knife while trying on the sneakers and tried to run off. In reaction, Lloyd shot Lofton dead on the spot. Lofton's family denies that he would try to steal sneakers. In December 2013, right here in Chicago, a 20-year-old was set to purchase a pair of Air Yeezys for $1,800, but that didn't happen as he was shot outside of the barbershop he worked at. In February 2014 in Virginia, Karan Lee, a 20-year-old student at Virginia Union University, was going home after a late-night study session at the campus library. He was confronted by 19-year-old Willie Daquan Lee, who has no relation, and was killed over his Air Jordans. The shooter was sentenced to 44 years in prison. In April 2014 in New York City, Isaiah Martinez tried to cut the line at a Foot Locker in Brooklyn that was for the Nike Air Foamposite Pro. In return, someone in line pulled a gun on Martinez. The 15-year-old was shot in the foot but not critically wounded. The store delayed the release of the sneakers until 11 a.m. that morning, and they sold out by 6 p.m. In August 2014 in Louisiana, after advertising Air Jordans for sale on the internet, a 17-year-old met up with four people and attempted to steal his sneakers for $160. He was offered $100 by the potential buyers, but refused the sum of cash. They went to get more money, but instead returned with a gun and robbed the 17-year-old of all the sneakers he had on him. I could go on and on with these examples, but the point is that these are not random freak occurrences and something needs to change. I would like to end this video with the message that shoes are not worth a human life and you can live without them. And if you happen to be someone with shoes that you think someone might try to steal from you, please be careful and always be aware of your surroundings. You never know who might try to pull a fast one on you. Thank you for watching and stay safe.